Okay, we're live.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know if anybody's in yet because sometimes it doesn't tell us.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
yeah, like this is about commitment, right?
They'll,
Finishing
they'll,
what we start,
yeah. They'll catch up.
right? Sooner or later.
Yeah,
Got an old habit
yeah.
from tattooing to start at the bottom right and then work my way to the top left.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have
Well,
my quirks too, I guess.
Well, the reasoning was that when you're tattooing, if you start at the top and you're working your way down, you actually wipe your pattern off. So if you start at the bottom and work your way up, by the time you're wiping it off, it's already done.
Okay. Yeah, drawing looks a little different.
Well, it's still drawing. That's just on skin. We just don't have to worry about whether or not we're wiping the pattern off.
So that. I'm going to try and stay in camera, but I guess I need to change the angle so it's more comfortable for me here. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had to, like last time when I was drawing with this clipboard on top of a cardboard, and the cardboard is covering the painting that I'm working on, so couldn't very well twist the board as much as I'd like to, you know.
Yeah.
Now I eliminated that problem. I moved the painting before we started this time.
Just putting all that outline on here. First, that's what I usually throw in. Get the main outline and try to put some good thick darks, then jump the details.
Yeah, I usually start with the outline too. It's pretty much the way you have to do it. Especially with this. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of guys I know start with spotting the blacks, but I think that's after the outline anyway.
Exactly.
What I'm trying
But
to do
really,
is start with,
I feel like it's whatever's up to the artist to decide they want to do.
I'm trying to,
Everybody has a preference.
Trying to start off with the thinner, more inconsequential lines.
Yeah.
But for some reason my Copic varies this 0.05.
You're going really thin.
Yeah,
I start really fast. I start fast.
Yeah, I know. I go back over it and thicken stuff up when I need to.
Yeah, I'll start
There's at least one person watching. I don't know who Rex is, but welcome.
Yeah. Hey, Rexy. What's up? Not much here. Just getting warmed up and getting going. I need to keep in mind where the camera. Be mindful where the camera is. Get too out of whack. wife and I finally went and watched that Ninja Turtle cartoon.
Oh
And,
yeah.
Yeah, it was a different take to, comparing to what we used to when we were growing up. The old films.
Right.
A lot of changes in how everything happened, sort of thing.
I hear that they've already gone back to making April white again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little different. Trying something. Makes things go a little bit faster.
You get all your lines already? Well, you.
I just placed them. I usually kind of work all around, so I'll place some lines that I need for the edge, and then I'll go in with the darks where I need to get it, and and especially it'll dry while I'm working on something else. Makes it easier on me.
Well, I like that we have different methods. Makes things interesting. Like one of the keys that I was starting my channel for was to let people know that there's not one right way,
Oh yeah, it's definitely not. No. Just block this in real quick, just.
So because you got your way and I've got my way and they're different ways, that's pretty much an example of what I was talking about. And I really love it because you and I will pick up stuff that we might not have picked up.
Perfectly okay to have a different approach, as long as it gives you the results you want.
Right, but if you learn somebody else's approach, you might gain some tools for your toolbox,
Yeah.
That's why I like working with artists, because you have your method and I have my method, but I might pick up some things from your method later on.
Yeah, sure. Vice versa. Well, I like when Jim Lee does his a little tissue paper clouds.
Right.
Smudges the ink in the background. Oh, so fun. And he places it just so right. I'm like, come on. Always looks so right.
Well, I think it's more that he doesn't care and he adapts to whatever it does.
Mm-hmm.
He's just trying to fill a certain area out,
Yeah, and most of the time it pretty much works out, doesn't it?
I've been doing that for a long time, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
If you've been following, I've been following him a long, long time. I've been following him since the 80s. So if you've been following him that long, and you know he's gone through a whole bunch of different styles too.
Oh yeah.
Which is
his early
really
work is nothing like what he's doing now.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see the evolution.
Yes, it's interesting to see the changes or improvements or whatever they did. He definitely progressed, not regressed. Some artists regressed.
Well,
he improved quite a bit.
He did quite a bit different of the style when he was working on like Deathblow.
Yeah.
That wasn't what he was working with when he was doing X-Men, or when he did actually this cover was in '92, so it was not that long after they started Image.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just and Deathblow was an Image thing. He, devised different ways. I love his early Mariner, the Submariner that's sitting in the show.
Yeah.
That was a splash page. It was pretty damn cool. Why I made the challenge this week the same kind of thing that we're doing. So I thought it would be interesting to see what people could do away from their comfort zone.
That's how you really grow, is try something different, try to not exactly the way you always work, try something completely different.
Right.
Off the wall. If I stuck to the way I was drawing back in high school, oh man, I'd still be drawing with just a pencil, and nothing would be shaded.
Well, one thing I guess that I noticed over time is that when I'm trying to do like a more realistic thing, I approach it differently.
Yeah, you
like
kind of
when I think comic art, I'm thinking, well, this is comic art. You know what I mean? And I think that's a flaw. That's something I came into this going, I want to do that different. I don't want to approach this saying, oh, this is just comic art or whatever.
No, comic art is, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's several different types, but it's basically at heart cartooning. But people think that's an insult, and cartooning is not an insult. It's a whole different skill set.
It is, yeah, you're right.
And to do it well and to tell a story with the art, that's the same as doing the movie poster with almost every panel,
Yeah, a lot of comic artists, call this cartooning themselves. So.
I've never been like, comic artists aren't real artists or whatever. I've never thought that, but like when I draw, my brain picks it up differently, thinks about it differently, I guess you could say. Like I don't think about modeling so much as what I do. That's what I was afraid of. It's so big you can't see what I'm doing. I'm working off screen.
Oh yeah.
Hey Zeb. Hey, your frame. All right.
Just give this a little dry here.
You're better than me when I know I've got stuff that needs to be drying. I still mess with it. I can keep my hands off it, you know. Like, know what I want to do, and that's it.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes me a minute. I gotta figure it out myself. Gotta go through the thought process. Pull back sometimes, you know. Oh, a lot of decision making.
Right.
That makes my head hurt.
Well, that's kind of the thing that people don't think about with art too. Is art is like any other profession that somebody loves. It's problem solving.
It is.
It's just different types of problems, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very different. Going in some spot here you guys can't see, but I can't move right now. Can't move it.
Yeah, I have the same problem. Like, can't see everything I'm doing because sometimes I'm off the screen. Can't get a full screen.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Sadly. Okay, give it a little dry.
It's one of the reasons that I have co-hosts, so they can tell me I'm going off the screen.
I know, chat usually helps. Hey, what's up, Zeb? Rich is asking, Rich, what make markers are you using?
Copics.
Hey, Frank, what's up, buddy?
I'm using Copic multi-liner.
Nice.
I'm just using the thin one right now so that I can get the basic stuff.
Mm-hmm. I might be jumping in some what's it called? Some nibs.
Some nibs?
I don't want to, but yeah, I don't want to, but I might have to. We'll see.
Why wouldn't you want to?
Well, I'd rather use microns today. Makes the process faster. Makes the process faster. But nibs take a little longer.
I think it's super big deal. Whatever. Like, we don't have to get done today, but we have to.
Yeah, I hear you.
You're probably going to get done faster than I am because you were smart and picked a lot of blacks. I picked something that had a lot more details than I thought was in it when I looked at it.
Yeah, that's just really just a surrounded area. The rounding area here. I can go without outlining really and throwing some of these. Yeah, we're back at work, so I don't know how much streaming I'll be doing.
During the school season.
Great. Yeah, back to work, back to teaching.
Well, you're always welcome to pop on my screen if you want to hang out for a few.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You don't have to hang
That's
out
the
for
thing-
a
that's-
whole
that's-
screen.
Yeah, that's the thing. I probably, yeah, might find some time, might cover it out here and there.
Anyway, it's still, you're welcome.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm almost done with the skills.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let some white out for that.
Who's drawing with us tonight? Got 3 people
What was
watching. I
Oh, yeah.
asked who's drawing with us tonight, so.
Go there. So there's the little drips here. Gotta be mindful of those. I'm all over the place, guys. Slowly but surely getting there.
Ugh.
I am finally at kind of a crossroads of inking where I erase all of my pencils. Don't leave any pencil on the paper and just leave the inks. I used to kind of leave some of the pencil on there because I felt like it gave it a little extra effect, but it defeated the purpose of the inks. So I'm getting to the point where I'm stopping that, leaving the inks only. And honestly, it makes it a little harder job because a lot of things to fill in now.
Well, that, and you can't, if you erase too soon, then you can't just look back at stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, and I do a lot of painting, obviously, so I'm actually kind of trying to erase the pencil marks myself, but erase them by going over what's there until there's nothing there. Next time we have to switch. Next time we do one of these, you'll have to pencil and let me ink, and I'll pencil and let you ink it. see what else happens.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Courage, right?
Mm-hmm. Could be fun.
Well, and that's it's basically what you're doing with comics too, mostly. I mean, unless you ink yourself, and some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah, these days I swear everybody wants to ink themselves because it's just cost effective, and
yeah, they get paid more, but I don't think everyone does. I mean, a lot of guys don't. They just want a pencil.
that's good to know.
I think it's more of what type of comic you're looking at. If it's an independent comic, pretty much you're probably going to find that they're trying to do it all themselves because they have to raise the money and pay out the money. So I guess maybe in comic books there's a motion to do that too, but comic books are harder to get into traditionally now because
everything is like kickstarted now, or
well, yeah, because nobody's paying the big companies. They're not they're not paying.
Lately I've seen. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you go to X, Twitter, you'll see a whole line of, maybe even Facebook too, you'll see a whole line of hashtag comics broke me.
Mm-hmm.
And these are people that drew for comics that didn't get paid. So, I mean, if you draw for a comic book and over a year before you get paid, that's not really making a living.
True. Sometimes you find good experiences, legitimate business, good project. You can't really win by having everything, like something you love drawing and getting paid on time and having good people to work with, but you have to kind of live with at least 2 out of 3 maybe. And sometimes paying on time, it's something you got to get agreed upon, and especially if you're trying to get it as it become a job rather than just a extra.
Right. I mean, if it's a job, you got to get paid.
Yeah.
If you're not getting paid, it's not really a job. You're donating shit.
Yep.
And who can afford to donate anything nowadays?
A hobby, and it's taxing too. Like, my therapist, even massage therapist, said that. He said, "Watch how you sit at the table and drawing. Like, check yourself, break." Because my neck has been tensed up so bad.
Oh yeah. And if you have to hunch.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's pretty rough too, right?
Yes.
You're pretty tall, so I'm sure that hunching hurts you more than a lot of people because you're tall.
Yeah, it's and I'm kind of glad that I have this drafting table that kind of helps. So it's kind of I can raise it up.
No doubt, yeah.
Yeah, you try to find tools to make your life a little bit more comfortable in this endeavor. If I can go for like 3 hours is too much, streaming. 2 hours is just like the magic number where you get just enough tired where you like had it.
I mean, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I can't even. I don't even think about it, and that's what I'm doing. But tattooing, I've hunched over people for years. Like, I can't even imagine not being hunched over when I'm drawing because I've done that so much. I've been in so weird in so many of positions. You'd think I was an acrobat. But the pay's good. Like, well, it was good. Now it's everybody's undercutting everybody to get business. But
yeah.
When I stopped, I was making $150 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Not many jobs you can make $150 an hour drawing on people.
Yeah. $50 an hour. Is it 15 or 50? Oh wow,
150.
that's a nice job.
$150 an hour. Actually, a lot of people that were has as many awards as I did were making 250 or better.
Oof, good money.
But it's grueling, and you get one chance to do it. I mean, if you screw something up,
Yeah, I would assume if you get paid that kind of money, it will be grueling. Oof, coming, it's coming along.
what?
I said it's coming along. I'm motivating myself. taking, taking a breather. Here.
No rush unless you want it to be.
Yeah, I'm taking my time. I can color it and purple blue tea and purple blue tea. Hair dry. Yeah, I do that with watercolors, but um, I don't think I poured enough on here to worry about really throwing a blow dry at it. It is handy though. It's right over here on my left, plugged in and ready to go. It is a nifty tool to have in the studio.
Hair dryer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've
You're
got
any
hair
kind of
dryer,
painter.
not a plug that works with it. So.
Huh.
That's always helpful to have too.
It's like a silent hour for now.
What's
We
that?
don't have our we don't have our moderator.
Right, we don't have anyone talking, so it's just us quiet, right?
Yeah. Our moderator's not here tonight.
I invited them.
I-
One of them is sick. The other one didn't say anything, and one's working. So,
Gotcha.
but I figured this was really about what we're doing, and
That's cool. Yeah.
I was kind of excited to get to this because I've been noodling around on it ever since. Like I'm doing the painting and stuff on stream, but I've been noodling around on this in the background. I keep it by my seat on the couch.
Yeah.
Kind of been excited to get back to it.
Excited to be back.
I said excited to get back to it.
Oh, to work, yeah. Yeah, it's been get back to the routine and yeah, see what this year's got to offer.
I'm kind of glad we took this challenge. I'm quite glad you joined me on it too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. This is fun.
Yeah, I think that's about all I can do with this thin one. Well, liner.
Yeah.
But it's all the little cracks and dings and what McFarlane calls sexying it up. Now we'll try the next larger one. Funny because I'm basically saving profit for last.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do, you know.
Well, normally I have a problem with that. I just jump right in. I don't want to do the background first. You would think that's not the case because I'm a painter, but
Yeah, because you know, usually when you paint, you try to block in large shapes.
right. Usually I go, well, painting usually go from back to front.
Yeah.
You go from the furthest back that you're going to.
I'm wondering if McFarlane designed Spawn on purpose to look like Spider-Man. Kinda. Just because
I'd
he didn't
have
want to
to
draw the entire
imagine
face.
I'd have to imagine that was not too far from his thoughts, but he claims he drew Spawn a long, long time before.
Yeah, I saw some rough sketches from a long time ago, but the thing is though, like he designed it to like so it'd be easier to draw pages.
Well, yeah, Spider-Man and Spawn have the thing in common where they don't really have details for the face. They have design on the costume, and it makes it easier to turn that shape in space.
Yeah.
Which is why he says if you're trying to get a job in comic books, or that's why Dave Finch was saying that if you're trying to get a job in comic books, you don't use Spider-Man as your
Gauge.
portfolio, because they want to see you're able to draw faces completely. And
I would think they'll lean more towards if you can draw the actual human figure or an animal or
right, well,
surroundings.
most of their characters aren't like Spider-Man. They have some kind of facial features, so they want to see that you can draw a nose from different angles and eyes from different angles.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
okay.
basically doesn't even have real eyes. It's almost cartoon,
Pretty much. I watched the Spider-Man through the Spider-Verse finally. I was like disappointed a little bit. They left it a cliffhanger, so.
Left what, a cliffhanger?
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2.
Oh yeah.
They made it a cliffhanger.
Obviously, because they're going to pick up on it again.
Yeah. So if I knew that, I probably would have waited. But then, everything will be spoiled by then, so.
Unfortunately, a lot of those companies lately, they put out a part 1 like Dune, and if it doesn't do well, they just don't put out a part 2. So everyone that waits to go see them, if they don't go see them, they're not gonna make the part 2.
That's true. And the part 1 though, I mean, the first film they made was great. I like that one. First Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. The Beyond Spider-Verse was the extra. I mean, it was not bad. It had its losses.
Yeah, I saw that. All right. I mean, my kids liked it, well, my youngest kid liked it. My older kids, I don't know if they liked it or not. They don't live at home anymore, so.
Gotcha.
But my wife liked it, and she doesn't normally like that kind of stuff, so.
That's cool.
That's a plus. I have mixed feelings about it because they changed certain characters that they didn't have to. I just don't get why they change existing characters instead of just making up new ones.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, they should do that.
as long as it's fun and doesn't feel like they're beating you over the head with messages, it's cool, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because comic books aren't
Sometimes
fun.
they tend to overdo it.
What's that?
Sometimes they tend to overdo it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of times they tend to overdo it. You're being nice, but
Yeah.
yeah, as long as it's fun. I mean, that's when comic books stop becoming fun. Why would anybody buy and support them anymore? You know?
Yeah.
They need to be fun at all times. I mean, they can have a serious storyline, don't get me wrong, but if that doesn't translate into a good time for the kids to read it, kids are the most readership, you know? They kind of forget that. They're like, oh, we're adult stuff now. But no, we're not. People think comic books are for kids, so if you don't really support doing that for that demographic, then you're gonna ruin them.
Yeah, they gear it towards that for sure. That's what this Ninja Turtles cartoon was kind of geared toward the young.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because the Turtles were way different when they first started. They weren't what you think of as your cartoons. That's what they became later on, but
yeah.
Really, like I said, if you're not thinking about the kids, if you're not geared towards kids, you're not going to be successful
they don't make that.
in that world.
Yeah. That comes to media, yeah. But in comics, you can go either way. You can go more geared towards the adults, or
you can, but your main readership is kids, no matter what. The adults that buy comics bought them as kids.
Honestly, right now, I don't think kids are the demographic anymore.
I don't think that they're geared towards them anymore, but I think that's why comics are failing. Because they stopped being geared towards kids.
Yeah, kids don't want to read books, man. Even comics. I mean, unless they have culture at home that kind of gives them that a little dose at home, like, ooh, you know, I'm gonna read a comic. You know, my dad likes comics. I'm gonna read that.
Yeah, it's not video game culture anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But manga still does good, so. And most of the readers for manga that I know of are either young adults or kids.
Right. Yeah, because they enjoy the animes, and yeah, that's true.
So
manga dominates.
Yeah, but they dominate because they're not slamming political messages in or whatever. They're focused on the fans. They're focused on the fans.
Yep.
That's
true.
I shouldn't just say kids, but kids are the biggest demographic for comics. Period. You know. Overall.
Yeah. Definitely.
Definitely more of them are gonna watch cartoons than read a comic book if they can get away with it. But a lot of them, they're geared towards the art.
And I'm sure all these companies they were hoping that all the movies, all these blockbuster films, will kind of bring the kids to comic books, but
Right.
it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
I don't know if they were, because a lot of the comic book companies now don't so much care about the comics themselves as the properties.
Yeah, making the movies from
Having the properties, not just necessarily movies, but when they've got the properties, they can make movies, they can make books, they can make coloring books, they can make toys, they can make cartoons.
hmm It's true.
I think it's too bad though.
Yeah, it is.
Joe Kubert had a great quote about you can put politics or whatever in comic books, but the minute you stop being fun, they're dead.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
that's the whole purpose of comics, is to have fun, to escape. If you can't escape,
Yeah. Yep.
why
That
do it?
world building. You skip to a different world, different dimensions, things like that.
Right. Different people's problems.
Yes.
Problems that you don't have to deal with in real life. If you're reading the stuff you have to deal with in real life, why would you do that? Because you're already dealing with it in real life.
Yeah.
It's not a good culture for art anymore right now. That's why we have writers that not doing their jobs in Hollywood, and nothing new and interesting coming out. It's all the same thing, just disguised as different
Oh yeah.
characters or whatever.
You think it's different, but then you start reading it, so it's also all the plot. It's that's what writing matters.
Now, since I'm also a writer, it's always going to be writing that matters to me, but there's nothing new. Like, there's nothing creative anymore. They're just rehashing the same old stuff, and nobody wants to rehash the same old stuff.
Yeah. That's what I
Somebody
keep hearing too.
Somebody was talking about, like, when they basically killed off the Punisher, and they were like, the Punisher isn't the first guy to do what the Punisher did. Well, no, that's not the point. The point is the Punisher established an audience. And when you shut that down, you shut the audience down.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would be a strategic move, because if you think about it, they sell probably more Punisher t-shirts than any other non-Avenger or non-Spider-Man character.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no, I'm a Punisher fan for sure. Bernthal did a heck of a job. That show was great.
You know
That kind of really put me back to the good Marvel stuff, you know.
it wasn't bad, and I like John Bernthal in the role, but even John Bernthal was saying, yeah, I can't do the real Punisher because that's not what they're looking for. And when he first got the role, he went to a comic shop in New York, I think, and the comic shop owner knew what he was there for. It was like he knew that he was going to be the next Punisher. And he grabbed a stack of Punisher books and was like, "You don't want to read those. You want to read this, 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 and this, and this." You know. So he gave him a whole bunch of true Punisher stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And John Bernthal read it, so
Nice.
and he knew, and he said, you know, to the fans, like, yeah, I know it, I know what's right, I just can't do it because that's not what they want.
Yeah.
And that's really a suck too, because that comes back on him, even though it wasn't his decision.
Yep.
And if you know, like, I don't know if you read that article, but if you didn't read that article, you wouldn't have thought that the character was brought to life by John the way that John interpreted it, but it's not. It was the way that his director had to have it. So.
Yep.
That kind of stuff.
That Hollywood, man. Hollywood.
What?
Oh, I was just saying it's Hollywood.
Yeah, well, that was Netflix, but still, you'll find that. Well, I don't want to get into that kind of shit, but you'll find that different venues push narratives. Some of them do, some of them don't, and you can definitely see it in the material that they put out. So.
Oh yeah, it's everybody's these days. Every single media out there.
Yeah.
They'll have a message. They'll have something to say.
Even if they really don't have something to say. It's just too bad that they're using great characters that could then
Right.
They had the right actors, and they had, they had everything that they could do to make that recipe a great cake, and instead they spit in the mix, you know?
Yeah.
That's just too bad. But, it's there is some redeeming stuff out there. It's too bad that you have to look so hard to find it, you know? I think that was one of the things that made me love 90s comic books, that you didn't see that shit. Very, very, very few and far between. Like McFarlane said that he created Spawn as a black guy because nobody wanted a black guy superhero, which I don't think that's true. There was plenty of black guys superheroes already. Black Panther, Power Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah. John Stewart was pretty. I like that. That's my favorite Green Lantern, actually.
Oh, yeah.
John Stewart character, so good.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't even thinking DC because I really wasn't a DC fan for most of my youth.
Mm-hmm.
Like Batman, but everybody liked Batman.
Yep, Batman rules.
I wasn't really fond of Superman because Superman was impervious to damage, and they had to make up some shit to make him worry about physical harm. Originally, there was no such thing as kryptonite.
Huh.
But technically, originally, he didn't fly either.
That's true. He was just jumping really high, right?
Yep, able to leap tall buildings. And he couldn't fly so fast that he made the world spin backwards. He just could outrun a locomotive.
And that's just, process of developing the character,
Well, I guess the process of developing the character was taking a property that was created a certain way and recreating it. Like the original creators, Siegel and Schuster? I don't remember the other guy's name.
Schuster.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, it was the second one I don't remember either.
it's Siegel.
Occasionally I'm looking them up. Then I'll start forgetting again.
Yeah, they created him to be a Superman, not a great alien intelligence and all this other stuff. It was supposed to be the ideal Superman, like to run faster, jump higher. Basically the Bionic Man, except for without bionics.
Huh. Yeah.
So it's interesting that some other writers, it was the original writers, that the original creators weren't just the artist; it was the artist and the writer.
Yeah.
They weren't thinking, oh, I want to focus on the alien part.
Gotta take a break.
I think I'm going to join you when you break for a second.
There's a better angle for you guys while I'm break. Take a sip of coffee here. Oh.
Give me a second. I'll change the focus so that they can see yours, and then I'll focus on mine for a minute. I think I need to take a break too.
Yeah, I also get a chance to check yours out. Look at all that. Oh, look at all that detail.
Yeah, it's funny because all the stuff that I did was just really little lines, and now I'm starting to bring the other stuff to life. Let's look at yours real quick. Do this. Nope. Guess we're not going to do it that way. How about like this?
Yeah, that's tough. There you go.
Yeah, so you're a lot further along when you start off with those spotted blacks. And for me, I'm gonna end with the blacks because it's the easiest thing to do,
Yeah.
Like to me, when you end with the blacks, all that's left is just black. So
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but with this guy, it's like it's just it's gonna be a lot of. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of black fill-ins here and there, but
yeah, you got a spotlight
um,
on with the really heavy light, so that creates a lot of heavy shadows.
yeah,
But I'm trying to
it,
do that
it's
a
the
little bit
change.
more with this guy too. So
Yeah, yep. It's the change that's wearing me out.
yeah, that's why I kind of tried to start with a lot of the little details, the skulls and the teeth and all that, because
Yeah,
I knew by the time that I'm ending that I'm not going to be able to have all that. So
that's
by
right.
the time that we're done with this, then I'm going to be squinting to see everything.
Nice, nice. Yeah, it's a process definitely. And then the tiny nitpicky details too. Oh,
What's that?
like at the end there'll be those tiny, uh,
Yeah,
kind of a
we're working
it,
completely. We're
yeah,
working
nitpicky
completely
details.
backwards. Hey,
Hmm.
it's interesting that we are too, because anyone that's watching this, they're going to see the different methods. Because
Yeah,
I'm going to end with all the spotted blacks, and you're starting with the spotted blacks, and you're going to end with all the little tiny details. And I tried to start with all the little tiny details. So,
that was true.
and here's mine. I got to stretch my elbow for
Yeah, definitely. Nice.
You do a full thing.
Yeah, I love what you got going on with the hair there. That's all. It's awesome.
And all this little stuff. Try to get all that done. The funnest part for me is the body. So I want to finish off with the body, because that way I have something to look forward to. I get all the
Yeah.
pain in the ass stuff done at the get go.
Yeah.
All right, a little bit more on it.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Go. Little by little, chipping away.
You don't draw for long periods of time. You said you stopped at a couple hours or whatever.
Hmm. Yeah, a couple hours is good, but when it goes beyond 2 hours, I feel like I'm worn out sometimes. But then again, sometimes I don't even feel like it's been that long. I'm
Right.
like, well, I've already been drawing for 2.5 hours.
That's what tends to happen to me on stream. I'm not paying attention to the time. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And I'm like, wow, it's already been 3 hours? I think everybody abandoned us because we couldn't answer the test.
Yeah, they're like, well, they could have asked us questions. We would have
Right,
definitely answered.
I keep thinking somebody's going to start a conversation, but we don't have anyone here to really converse with them. So they'll probably stop and check back in later on.
Okay. We're still here. We're still drawing. That's what counts. I'm enjoying the process.
That's really what counts. Enjoying the process, enjoying the company.
Correct.
Another good artist on here. I love to see good art. Watching it happen. You know? Like, I'll have to watch this later on so I can watch you draw.
Yeah. Nothing with yeah, you know, back in college when I used to, for the fine arts and all, I used to dislike, I just like abstract art a lot. And now every time I do abstract art, I used to hate it. And then I realized how much abstract is in every piece that I actually do.
Oh, abstract. I don't really enjoy a lot of abstract. I mean, conceptually is one thing, but when I was in school, I didn't really like Impressionism. Now I use Impressionism all the time, so it's kind of the same thing you were just talking about, but
yeah. One of those things is kind of inevitable. You will have abstract.
I hated art history when I was in school, and now I love history. So it's like art history is pretty much natural for me.
Mm-hmm. esto. Whew. Already almost 9 o'clock. All right. Definitely gonna have to polish this one up later.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm not gonna rush to finish because that would really be cheating the piece.
Mm-hmm. Cool. It will be. This one I'm gonna take my time detailing this thing. At least get the spawn done today.
Should this just be our regular Saturday stream for a while?
Hmm.
I said, should
Regular
this just
stream?
be our regular Saturday stream for a while. Finishing these pieces up.
Yeah. I don't know which night I'm gonna start going back on. Try my own back my streams on, but used to do it on Wednesdays. But since David Finch kind of stopped streaming for a while now.
Right, now when he's not on the same days he was, because that's why I picked what I picked for Dave. It's like, yeah,
it's
I'm
kind of like,
gonna work Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays because Dave does, Mondays.
yeah.
Then he stopped, and ever since I started doing these on Tuesdays and Thursdays, he's been streaming on someone else's stream Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, and I think there's the one coming up, isn't it?
He just did one with Allie yesterday, or the day before yesterday.
Oh, I missed it. Okay.
I did too, because I was streaming. Like, see, the thing is that if you set a schedule and tell everybody you're streaming at a certain time, they're going to expect you to keep it. Especially if you're doing fan base. So.
Yeah, but he notified everybody though, so I get it.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about me. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like if I'm gonna tell everybody that I'm streaming on Thursday, I'm gonna stream on Thursday because I've told everybody I'm gonna stream on Thursday, and that sucks because I'll lose people that are gonna watch Dave or whatever. And but I would never have said it to compete with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't either. I'm like, nope, not doing that.
Yeah, Sundays I have a writing meeting every day, so I don't do Sunday. And Monday he was doing Monday Night Draw, and now he doesn't. So, but he does really odd, spur of the moment ones, and it gives nobody really any warning.
I guess he's trying to help other guys, whoever over there doing the comics, that help them push them their what do you call it? Self-published stuff out there.
I saw like he did the Amarok.
Yeah, they're gonna have an alternate cover that he did.
Yep, I saw the cover. I've seen it. The guy's got it up on Twitter too.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. It's kind of admirable that young guys out there really pushing comics and self-publishing stuff.
Yeah, because they know that there's.
Yeah, I don't know the story it's gonna be, but
they know that there's not very much of a chance that they're gonna get in mainstream, and even if they did, you can't create something and then put it in mainstream, because if you do, mainstream owns it.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons that they formed Image in the first place, is because they were creating stuff and Marvel would own the rights to it, or
yeah, they were tired of that. For sure that they did. No, I'm with them on that. Yeah, no, guarantee on that. Yeah, I would have done probably the same. It was ballsy. But you know what though? They did have to work, man. They had to work.
And the thing with that is that it wasn't as hard for them as it's going to be for everybody else, because they were already the top guys.
Yeah, they were.
So
yeah, they were the guys.
They knew their name was going to sell. None of those guys were naive in what they were going into.
felt like Spawn had enough attention. I
What?
didn't want to overwork him, you know.
Oh, Spawn?
Yeah, I don't want to overwork him where it's too much. But I'll be going back here and back and forth, kind of filling in some spaces. Yeah, we're good now. Moving on to that. Greek clown over here.
So you like to use a brush, huh? And mid?
Yes. So, I have another one that I'm more comfortable with, and I use that one for a lot of things. Sometimes even cross hatching. It has a finer point. Yeah, these are helpful, man. So bluish. Oh, there we go. I forget sometimes my table makes this bluish because of the wood texture for some reason.
Oh, you mean it makes it look blue?
Yeah.
Huh.
I know, right? This clown needs to hit the gym a little bit, but oh well, what are you gonna do? He's I think he cares.
The clown needs to hit the gym.
Yeah, look at that. He's popping out of his shirt, and not in a good way. Let's just say not in a healthy way.
The irony is, in the 1700s, that would have been sexy. Because in the 1700s, that meant that you had the money to eat.
That's true. You have the gout, that means you are rich.
Yeah, if you had a gut. You were wealthy. Wealthy has always been sexy, right? For somebody.
I guess.
Well, you know,
You just
look around and
Oh, I
it
know.
proves itself.
yeah.
I'm
Even in
not-
today's
Right, I'm not making this shit up.
no, I know. That's yeah. It's sad but true. Yeah. Just like Metallica saying, sad but true.
So when did you guys go back to school? When was your first day? Is it that
Uh,
already? Or?
Teachers, we went Monday and we worked this whole week, but that's just the teacher work week. Kids will be coming down Tuesday because we are 4 day weeks full.
Gotta say, I like penciling a lot more than inking.
You like penciling a lot more?
Yeah, than inking.
Yeah. I'm kind of, I don't know. I enjoy penciling better because it's just so much more freedom.
Yeah, you're less worried too
inking.
because you can erase and smudge and
Yeah. Hey, check it out though. Check this out. Da da da.
love it, don't you?
Yes. It's pretty darn awesome. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I can't use it on this one, but yeah, I love this thing.
Yeah, that's what made this, what made this, what made this, what made all the little bullet holes.
Yes. So good, man. So good.
Yeah, when I've been, on, like none of the circle templates that I've found really have done. I just want a giant compass, you know what I mean? Something that can do something huge, but there's no such thing really as something big enough where I want it.
No. It's yeah. It's
And that was
sometimes
one
you
of
have
the
to be
ones
specific.
that was one of the ones I came across in my search, and I was like, yeah, it's not too bad. And I use it for a lot of stuff because that pretty much covers most of what I'm doing.
Yep. It's a great tool.
Yeah, I was trying so hard to find that while we were on stream.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I have a drawer for that kind of stuff, and that I'm like, why isn't it in the drawer? You know? It's driving me nuts. Like I keep my stuff in place, and I know where that place is. Then after the stream, I found that there was something else in that drawer that it was on top of it. So.
Yeah. No, I remember you showing it to me. You found it finally.
Yeah, it just took me forever to find it.
It's you know, we're busy drawing, so.
Hey, but you have it now. That was the goal. That was the whole point, anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, got it now. Sitting there amongst my other tools.
Tools are tools.
And I did get to use it just the other day.
Very cool.
For a commission that I was working on.
That makes
I
it
need
worth
the
it
moon.
because you get paid for it.
Correct.
Yeah, I realized halfway through this challenge that the challenge was to do it our way, and I was like, I'm not doing it my way, I'm copying him. So I made some changes to make it my way.
I mean, I'm not copying him. I'm using my own,
No.
approach to drawing.
You weren't copying him
just,
at all. you were just mimicking the pose. You were taking that as an example, and that was great. I was trying to redraw what he drew and do it and put my spin on it a little bit, but
I gotcha.
I stuck too religiously to what he drew instead of doing it what I would have done anyway. So
yeah. So you made some changes. You got it done though.
Yep. Then I went back through during the time that we weren't doing this and went, I would do it this way, and I would do it that way. I couldn't redraw the whole thing, but
oh no.
Next time I do a challenge like that, I'll have a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure when he drew this cover in '92, they were just starting Image pretty much. I mean, so I think they were into it a little bit, but so he's drawing 4 or 5 magazines and then doing a guest cover and all that. He probably
worked himself out.
He was probably doing something to do it kind of fast and get it done.
Yep.
Because I think he's a genius, you know what I mean? When I blew the cover up, like I had to really, really blow that cover up to see what he was doing. But when I did, I was like, wow. He really did a lot in that cover that you can't see because you have to actually blow the cover up to see the little details and know what they mean. But I bet you he learned a lot about viewing it from a distance in that time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
now,
you kind of have to.
I'm looking at it and going, you know, I would love to put all these little details in, even lower than what I've got, but if I do, no one's going to see them unless they're looking at it really, really close. So,
That's true. You gotta can stick your nose, and I mean, yeah, that's why a lot of this art is viewed on computer. You know.
well, that's why I
so you
don't
can
put it
zoom,
on my
so you
Kindle.
can zoom in. Yeah, so
I
you can
put it
zoom
on
in.
my
Yeah.
Kindle, I'd never see it. So, I like to have the actual magazine as far as comic stuff goes, so that I can see it pretty close. Sometimes for me, like I guess it's because I'm getting older, that I'll be looking at the lettering and it's really small, really hard to see, and sometimes it blends in with the background on something.
Definitely gonna have to get like a 0.005 pan for the face.
Yeah,
Round.
that's what I had as a 0.05.
Yeah, mine's sitting in my bag right now. Forgot to get it out. It's in the side of the house, so not gonna bother right now.
Right.
I remember watching Lee's stream, and he was flipping through his 60 for 60, book that he did during COVID, and all the drawings. And he was talking about one drawing he had to do completely with just 0.01 pen, because that's all he had with him. And I thought it was pretty much one of his best ones, if not the best one. I think it was the Sandman he had to do. He did, yeah. It was so good. It's like he did it with one pen. I'm like, come on.
Well, how many pens you use doesn't make a difference. It's what you care about it. You know what I mean?
But it's how you're actually gonna use it, right? He did so much cross hatching. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, I wish I had the courage to just scribble like he does. I'm not there.
Yeah, I've done cross hatching for so many years.
Well, I've done cross hatching and feathering lines and all that for a long time, but he doesn't just do that. He just scribbles the shit out of it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it looks like wiggly lines. Yeah, sometimes it looks like just like wiggly lines. Yeah, right. all I gotta say is, Todd McFarland, you know, let me know if you need to use it for cover, you know.
I doubt how he's watching the show, but yeah. Hey, Dennis.
Nah, I still got a lot of this guy here. But you let me know when you're ready to hang it up for a night, you know.
Me?
Yeah, you just let me know.
Does that sound like you want to hang it up for the night?
No. Yeah, for me, when it's close to 10, then I probably will be.
No. Hmm. I guess I at least want to get him outlined. Oh. And like I said, I'm doing the feathering lines. Like I'm gonna want to bring it to life in the black. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do another stream to finish it up, or do you just want to finish it up on
just
the
gonna, yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish it up on my own because I just don't have that much left. So.
So once I get all my feathering lines down and
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how yours turns out, though.
What's that?
Looking forward to seeing how yours turns out, man. So far, it's looking very nice. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Solid. hairy belly. So, in your opinion, who do you think draws best chains in the business?
Oh boy.
I mean, I heard a lot about like Capullo does really good chains.
Well, Capullo is a really good cartoonist.
Yeah.
So he's concentrated on action and not so much on realism. But I mean, it depends on what you're talking. I like Capullo. I like Dan Panosian. McFarlane does a lot of stuff, but the basic problem that I have with most of the comic book chains are they're basically all rectangles.
Yeah.
They don't ever like turn and twist or whatever.
Yeah, that's fun to see.
Well, that's the hard stuff, you know what I mean? So
yeah, it is pretty hard to try to accomplish that in the comic book. You know, you're trying to save time. Most of the time, you don't. You know.
Yeah, well,
or a cover maybe.
We talk about that all the time in the David Finch fan server that really comic books are shorthand. They're not supposed to be realism. They're supposed to be shorthand so that you can get an idea and create the details of the rest of your frame. And so, like, pretty much, I would think it's harder to find someone that does bad comic book things. But
yeah,
because I mean, who doesn't do chains, you know? Especially when if they worked for Marvel and they did Ghost Rider, they all did chains. Jim Lee did chains. Obviously, McFarlane does chains, but
that is one character that I haven't tackled yet.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking about making him a challenge.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. I just don't know.
Ghost Rider challenge?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Why is that? I mean, like, you could do just the head and head on fire. Is it?
No, but you know me. You know I'm gonna go and start doing a damn bicycle, motorcycle, and everything, man.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do the motorcycle if I'm doing Ghost Rider.
Yeah, if you know
The
me,
original Ghost Rider was on a horse.
Whole darn shebang over there. Yeah, oh yeah, horse would be actually, for me, it would be probably easier.
Right?
Yeah.
The original Ghost Rider was on a horse.
Yep. That is true. Oof. Good break. Good break. This is really his face and the chain at the bottom, and I am gonna work a little bit on the cape, this part here, but mostly just his face, some hair, the cape over here, and this chain to finish. I'm getting close.
I'm getting close to the major details done so that I could get into the spotting the black.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what I've been waiting for the whole time is to get there.
Yeah.
It's like I said, that was the last thing for me because spotting the black, so I don't have to pay attention to the little details.
Yep. I mean, you kind of have to look over everything and kind of see what he missed or whatever. You know, that's what I usually do. It's like, what did I, you know, what did I miss? What did I need to do? Oh. And maybe fill in some of these blacks a little bit more solid. Yeah. Yeah, when I was drawing this, thought I was just, how do I make it harder on myself? Oh, let's draw this chain flying right at me. Yeah, that would be fun.
I know what you mean. Like I can pick something simple. You might find out there's 10,000 skulls.
Yeah, like a billion skulls in the background over there, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm no stranger to skulls, tattoo artist, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you've done your share of skulls.
I've done my share of skulls. Done my share of everything. The portrait artist, though. I'm gonna turn my light up. If I can find a remote for it. A bit brighter. A little bit better.
Let there be light. Yeah, there you go. I guess that looks more semi-legit. As good as you can get right now, anyway.
Yeah, I didn't like the belt either. It was all kinds of crazy. So I put in these kind of futuristic pouches because it's Rob Liefeld stuff. So
Yes.
I figured, you know, pouches are always good with Rob Liefeld characters.
No pouches, no character. That's it. If you're gonna have an action character, you gotta have pouches.
Right. Especially Liefeld.
Yeah, sure. Break out that 0.8.
Mm.
I don't think I've used this very much at all.
Trying to think a Judge Dredd challenge would be fun too.
What a great challenge!
Judge Dredd.
Oh yeah, love that character. Let's say I've done a couple of drawings of that.
Well, I've done a Judge Dredd, Judge Death challenge, but I don't usually get to participate in the challenges, and I don't usually because like I'm doing something else.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, it kind of sucks because I want to participate in the challenges, but
Well,
Yeah,
then you
it's
should. If you feel like it, then you should.
well, I feel like it, but I got other obligations. So.
Yeah, you're busy. You're a busy man. I get it.
Stuff to do. Say that because we're basically doing these pants like they're weather pants,
Mhm.
and that just makes me think of Judge Dredd.
No, Judge Dredd is always one of my favorites. Always. If you say we're drawing Hellboy or Judge Dredd, I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I guess you can't really lose with either one of them.
Yeah, they're both fun. Mignola is working on something new. It's gonna come out soon too.
Yeah, that's kind of the toughest thing about doing Hellboy is to try to do it like Mignola.
That'll be a challenge. In drawing his style, but yeah, I'd rather keep in mind. There's only one of him.
Right.
He's been polishing that. He's been polishing that style for years, so it's almost pointless to try to mimic
Well,
that.
I definitely know. It's like Kelly Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I love his work too. A lot of people don't find value in it, and I can't imagine how you can't find value in Kelly Jones' work. But he's also a cartoonist, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like I said, people lose sight of the fact that these are cartoonists.
Yeah.
They're not trying to be ultra realistic or whatever.
Yeah, who is this you're talking about?
Kelly Jones?
Yeah.
With Batman and Bane. And
Oh, okay.
like him, Sam
Yeah.
Keith. They developed
That's
their
like
own style.
Yeah. Some of these guys I've heard of. Some of these guys I have no idea. No. I guess the downside of, in this case, the downside of not growing up in the culture or comics, you know, in Russia, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the picture so that you can see. Kelly Jones is fucking awesome, dude. There's just no other way to really say that.
Nice. Well, that
I'm
was
gonna-
clear enough.
Zach?
I said that was clear enough. He's fucking awesome.
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share it on the screen so you can check it out.
Cool.
Here's a Batman he did. This is all ink.
Oh yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Like all
A
the
very
background,
distinct style. Yeah.
all the background, all that. That's cross hatching.
Yeah.
All the grays, all the grayscale.
That's pretty tight. Yeah, that's pretty tight.
That's all
Yeah.
cross hatching. Yeah,
That is
he's done Deadman.
Wow.
And all kinds of.
Okay, I could see him doing Deadman. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, he kind of
Definitely.
recreated the way Deadman looks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a distinct style there.
You look at his Batman, and that's what he's famous for, really, is what he did with Batman. And he's not trying to draw realistic; he's trying to draw stylistic.
Yeah,
Talking about
stylistic. Yeah.
abstract, he brings these abstract shapes in to make the interesting shapes. He'll do ribs that are like 70 ribs, or abs that are like 10, 12 packs. Because it's about the drama that he's creating, not.
Yeah.
And you'll
Well, I
see
get
like
it. I get it.
there's a lot of like capes and folds and drapery and chip stone in black. Actually, when I get up here, that's going to be really inspired by him.
Mhm. Yeah, a lot of cross hatching and Get up close and personal. Yeah.
What's that?
I said I'm getting up close and personal with my camera here.
Oh, you are. Oh yeah, I can't do that with mine. Like the way my camera's set up, if I want to focus in tight, I have to close out of this program because I can't be using it. Like there's a degree that I can go, and that's about it.
Gotcha. Alright, I guess it's time for the nib. Let me grab my nib. My little nib. Well, it's just because these little teeth here. Delicate. Yeah. Good. Those change shadows that had to come in. All right, brother, I'm wrapping up.
Oh yeah.
About. There's a bit of a full view here.
What?
I said a bit of a full view. I'll hold away my camera a little bit.
Oh.
That's one thing about the nib is that some of them you can go on forever. They hold ink really well. They're my go-to when I don't have something handy. That's my usual microns and stuff. And I tried to switch to these completely, but it's hard.
Got to switch to what?
To nibs, but
Oh,
it's just it's just too hard to switch to them completely.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'm almost to a quitting point. I gotta finish what I'm doing right now because this is
Yeah. Do what you gotta do, buddy. Still got those almost dry. I feel like this thing. Oh. Back to the brush would go.
tell you what, it is starting to get to my elbow. My left elbow, at least.
Some little minor details, maybe have missed somewhere. Touching up on that. I can change to more chainy. Is that a word? Yeah, you know, yeah. I feel like that's a wet ink. You do. I feel like there'll be shadow on these guys too. Shadow. Makes it more interesting. Yeah, that's it. Looking good, buddy. Looking good.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much just gonna finish this up with Jim Lee stamp. I'm gonna do
Alright.
some of the stuff off camera, I guess.
Yeah,
I
'cause I'm done, so I don't think I can push this any farther. If I do, that'll be too much. Sometimes you just gotta cut it off. But yeah, here we go. Here you go, guys. Oh, I gotta do something very important, I guess. There we go. Signed, but not sealed or delivered. No.
And I'm not signing mine until the whole thing is done.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Dennis Kelly, man, I just see in chat, man, I was working away over here. Oh, buddy, glad you joined, man. I'm sure I'm gonna nitpick some of these things, but overall, I'm happy. My first official homage, or homage, or whatever they call it.
Well, I'm for short calling it a tribute.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's the easy way, right?
Yes.
My cat wants my attention. The cat wants my attention. Your mom, just think for you.
Probably number 1, number 9, right? Yeah. Ooh, oh my God. Oh, fuck. There it is. Get the numbers. It was a rough stitch. And this is where we ended up with. Yeah. I'm about to go. Probably start getting ready for bed, brother.
Well,
Getting late for me.
um,
I don't want to jump off without, telling you.
give me a second. I've got like 2 more lines. I don't want to rush anything, but I think that's pretty much a good spot to end on. I gotta do the swords and all that shit, but I think I'll wait till I got clear eyes. And I'll spot the blacks and all that. So I've got a lot done.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
I'll show yours off real quick, and then I'll show mine off.
Sure.
And you.
There we go. The whole shebang. A lot of solid blacks, but it's got its details. There we go. All right.
All right, and for me.
There he is. Looking good, man.
Get close up for.
Yeah, look at that fine detail.
Yeah, I did a lot of the small little stuff. I didn't do the swords at all. I didn't do these wrappings, but they're supposed to be black anyway, so.
Yeah.
It's all, really all that's left is the spotted blacks and these, and then the rest of it's all. I got all these little dings done, so it's just a matter of coloring the solid black.
Yep. Yeah, I can already see that shine on the chest plate. Nice. That was good.
All right, well, I'll end this
All right, brother.
here because you're ready, and actually it's 11:30, so it's later than.
Yep. Just a little. It's all right.
We got 3 hours.
Well, and 3 hours, 3 good hours of work. That's good.
That's a lesson to anyone that's watching and don't know, right? It takes time to get to get all the details.
Yep. Thanks to all those who joined us. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me, Jeff. And I guess we'll display these separately on the Discord channel and on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Sure.
So,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
good night.
I'll let my try out. Yeah. Good night, guys.
And we will do all. So yeah, you can talk to me after the podcast.